Peace. No opponents, divine love chosen. Welcome back to the channel. If you're seeing this, that means this message is for you. So receive it as it resonates. If it don't, just let it fly and keep it pushing, y'all. I'm just gonna get right into it. I hope y'all are doing well, taking care of yourselves, doing the best you can for you and yours. I had just woke up from my nap. Okay. We got cosmic power coming out. We got harvest. Shit. And I'm on 10%. So we finna make this quick. It's like we got rage and etheric chords. It's like you could be guided to set your boundaries, cut some cords. Okay. And folks could be projecting a lot of rage, alright, because you have a lot of cosmic power that they may be jealous and envious of. So just be mindful. Every time I turn this camera on. What, baby? What? What? Say hi. Go ahead, girl. Alright. Overall emotional energy, cosmic power is like you inspire people, right? Because of your cosmic power. Just you being in your abundant, loving, authentic energy. Okay? Right, so instead of being enraged, instead of being in that energy, get inspired, right? Honor that. Right. We got fear, and this is the overall emotional energy um, for the people in your energy, right? Projectedness. We got fear. You are guided to overcome whatever fears you may hold. Yeah, and we got gratitude coming out in reverse, right? And shame at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so I'm gonna just put it upright anyways, because I feel like Divine Love Chosen, you are always in a space of gratitude. You wake up in gratitude. You go to bed in gratitude. So you don't really be worried about those kinds of things or pressed about anybody hard enough to hold any hold on to any rage behind them. Besides, deeper level connections like your mama or your daddy, right? That you are healing those mother and daddy wounds anyways, okay? But or your siblings, right? Your direct family, okay? So you're not, but when it comes to anybody else, you're not really holding on to any type of rage or shame. You are glad, like I said in my last message, you are gladly inspired by those who you have aligned with, that have touched your heart, and you are able to, you're getting to a space where you are forgiving them, right? So that way you can move forward in your life, that way you can prosper in your life, so that way the divine can move through you, and and allow that connection to inspire you to grow. And that's the thing, folks don't know how to folks don't know how to appreciate or accept the divine flow and genuine love connections that inspire you, right? Everybody just feel like, oh, I'm different. Can't nobody be like me. Can't nobody do it like me. I'm the first to ever breathe this way. I'm the first to ever do this way. Like no. Like there was so many great beings, and our ancestors were great beings on this realm, even through their struggle, even through their sacrifice. They've been great human beings on this earthly realm before us. And so you have that deeper understanding, divine love chosen. You're not in this energy like, oh, I gotta be the best of the best, and oh, I gotta achieve this, and oh, I gotta get this goal because that means I'm the best of the best doing what I do. And like, no, that's low vibrational energy. Okay. And so you have that deeper understanding, right, Lala? Right. All right. Now you want to be all cuddly, huh? Huh? Now you want to be all cuddly. Oh, it's because of the bathrobe. You want to make some dumplings? You want to make some dumplings on me? Gratitude though, cause I was almost too tired to freaking even get up on here. I was told to come up on here because I be waking up mad early, so I was told to come up on here then, but I was just like, but we here, okay. um, what was I saying though? Yeah, so there could be people like in fear or whatever and projecting onto you with ill will, alright? They could claim they the most loving light being walking this earth, right? But they carry so much ill will, carry so much lower vibrational emotions. They can have all the healthiest routines established. They can have all of the all of the things, the propaganda, right? The curated things going on, and still be at a lower vibration than you are. And I guess that puts them in a space of jealousy and envy and fear and rage and feeling like um, instead of being real and surrendering, they feel like they got to she's all over me. What, mama? What? Go ahead. Wait until I lay down, then you can come cuddle. You wanna bless the cards? Every time I start shuffling. Yeah. All that purring, my baby. But yeah, what was I saying? But yeah, so your high vibrational energy, your deep level of self acceptance and self love, regardless of your habits or what you do, and your deep level of like just showing up in your authenticity, right? You're not showing up curated. You're not showing up um, robotic as fuck. You're not showing up opportunistic as fuck. You're not showing up, you know, capitalize the fuck out, right? For capitalism, right? Fall into these illusions. You're just showing up as you. And that makes people feel some type of way. Oh, well. That makes people feel some type of way who aren't in that energy. But let's pull some tarot messages. Not lie. For real. Excuse me. Excuse me, girl. Excuse me. Okay, we got the Lovers and the Ten of Cups. Yeah, Spirit is reminding you, be inspired. Be inspired. Okay? People could be inspired by your inner peace, right? 1122. People could be inspired by your inner peace, your happiness, that your energy, your joy that you cultivate for yourself. You being able to get back to your center, right? And that don't mean that you don't ever get upset or you don't, you don't. It just means that you are able to openly express yourself in your full range of emotions without any care in the world about how people are going to perceive you or receive you. And um, yes, your loving energy, also inspires people in a positive, uplifting way, but also sometimes your anger gets the job done and does what it's supposed to do, right? For the leeches and demons, creeping around the corner and shit. Please, I ain't never trying to get rid of my anger. Okay, so don't allow these, you know, curated personalities to convince you that your anger is, that your anger is not who you really are. It's one thing, to be lashing out, all day, at every little thing, like, but and then there's another thing to have like rational anger, righteous anger, where you are able to stand firm when you need to stand firm and express that. Yeah. But yeah, it's like people could be afraid because you are in this Ten of Swords in reverse energy. All the Ten of Swords they trying to send your way is not working, right? You understand there's inevitable endings to take place that can only, transform you and move you upwards. And you're in that energy where you're ducking and dodging all the Ten of Swords energy being thrown your way. All of the irrational competition, jealousy, you know. And it's like you're not you're not setting your boundaries and loving people from a distance because of irrational anger. You're prioritizing yourself, right? You're prioritizing your peace of mind, staying focused on you, right? Before you do have to um, show up on these platforms and bless the people with your sacred energy. Yeah, your ancestors is all over you, protecting you, guiding you through. Yeah, these people watching you in this Five of Swords energy. cards. Yeah, I'm still tired. Get my rest. These people holding you through. I mean, your ancestors holding you through. These people watching you in this Five of Swords energy. You know, trying to figure out how they can sabotage your life, how they could hurt you, how they could hurt your feelings, and it ain't working. It ain't happening. Okay. Yeah. And whatever plans they had to delay your happiness or to affect you in negative ways, it's just because they fear change, right? They fear the truth, right? They're playing it safe. They're coming up with all of these bad plans, um, which ain't getting them nowhere. Ain't getting them nowhere but that ass tap by the ancestors, right? Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy with the Two of Wands in reverse. It ain't happening. I'm hearing Cry Me a River. Okay. Yeah, and they could be burdened by your internal abundance, your happiness. Like, hello. Please make it make sense. Because it don't make none. Okay. What else, ancestors? Listen, I just woke up from my nap. Okay. Gratitude. We got the Strength card coming out again. What's going on, Strength? What's going on? Yeah, you are in this energy where the divine is like strengthening you, resilient, your resilience, your courage, in this Ten of Cups energy, and you know, at your pace. Okay, at your pace. Yeah, there's something hidden, but it's not. You know, I feel like Divine Love Chosen. You are naturally just, you know, unless people have close proximity to your personal life, because you are very transparent. You're not really one to just put all your business out there, or you know, over exhaust your energy for these for the matrix and for these algorithms and shit like that. So folks could be wondering what's going on in your life. Yeah, we got Capricorn energy as well, the Devil in reverse, how you are cleansing and clearing out any of that energy. Yeah, how you are, you know, being released from this devil energy, this burdensome energy, how you are restoring yourself, right? Restoring balance in your life, and embracing your freedom. Yeah, taking care of you and your family. And also setting your boundaries, right? Even with your family. Right. like people could be trying to wonder, like, how was you working, without results, or how was you, how was you still showing up? Like, the results is in the energy, boo. Just period. The results is in the energy. You're in this space where people could have wanted you to be in this weak energy, right? People don't really like your self-sufficiency, even through your struggle, right? You're not you're not out here wilding, putting all your burdens on everybody and their grandmother because of your struggle. You are just in flow, and also facing what you need to face, right? And people could have wanted you to be in this distraction energy, okay? And you're just not, because we got that Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. You know that you have greater abundance. Hidden, basically. You have greater abundance hidden. And this is a very sacred time of your life, so you're not really pressed. You are patient. Because the work is in the results is in the energy. Hold on, y'all. All right, y'all. I thought that was the maintenance or something, but that's just the kids. Listen, and my baby sleep, so that loud ass doorbell just Let's see. Yeah. And these triggered energies, or like these egomaniac energies, that's what I get from the devil card. These people engulfed in the egomania, they watching you. They trying to, see your abundance, or like, oh, what's going on? Like, what's the details of her life? Like, why is she so abundant? Like, why is she so, joyful? Why is she so blessed by God? Why is she so covered? Because, yeah, exactly what it is. Exactly what it is. Okay? Just period. And that's the thing, you don't gotta convince nobody else, right? They wanted to try to knock you out of your Seven of Pentacles energy whole time. You're standing on your Nine of Pentacles, like, and what? Okay? You're in your Nine of Pentacles, like, and what? You and your babies, okay? Because you don't need ingenuine love, right? Insincere love. You don't need to beg for love. You don't need to um beg to be loved or be cared for. So, you're in a space where you are regaining your strength and your resilience. And those who do genuinely love, will do so. Okay? Just period. Those who do genuinely love will do so and be blessed. Those who don't have to, because you don't even want it anyway if it's not genuine. If they got too much ego and too much pride to show up for you just because they feel like, oh, she's already so peaceful, she's already so content with her circumstances, she's already so okay with how her, the flow of her own life, like, you know, like just stuck in their ego, like, why should I show up for her? She's already okay. Like, that shit is corny. That shit is corny. Because either way it go, like I said, if it ain't genuine, you don't want it. So folks could be in the energy, in this Three of Swords energy. Again, watching you, Knight of Swords energy, upset at you just communicating from an honest base like you always have. They thought that they was, affecting some shit, right? While you was quiet, while you was resting, while you was nesting, they thought that they was doing something. They thought that they was changing you from the inside out, okay? When really, yeah, you embrace those sacrifices that you've had to make, those yummy, delicious, warm, comforting sacrifices that you've had to make. And with grace, right? With strength and resilience, right? With a deeper understanding of our humanity as a whole, okay? You know, and is able to be your own greatest, um, your own greatest patient, right? And healing yourself and being able to experience and live your life and still be able to heal yourself, right? And understand yourself on a deeper level. And so they want you in this argumentative energy, and you're just not. You're just not. Because there ain't no point. If it ain't in my face, if it ain't real life, if it ain't one on one, for what? For what? Okay, you don't got time for none of that. Unless you are guided to cut some motherfucker out. Okay. But they could be in this argumentative energy. Yeah. And because you are still abundant, still up, still moving forward, there could be a lot of Four Cups energy because of your Ten of Pentacles. There could be a lot of Four of Cups energy, Three of Swords energy, because you are still stable, you are still grounded, you are still prosperous, you are still moving forward, you are still growing in stability as well. In your stability, I should say. Yeah, that's the truth. They see it, they feel it, they feel the vibrations off of your energy, period. There ain't really much to tell. Right? Folks feel entitled to the details of every portion of your life, every part of your life. Oh, what happened to her on this day, at this time, at this very second? Like, you know? Yeah. And then coming to a new perspective about their own magic, right? Coming into a new perspective about why they shit ain't really affecting you or working on you. Because it's with ill intentions, it's with wickedness, it's through egomania. That's why you can't affect a real divine love on that type of timing, period. And if you were once upon a time able to, it's because that divine loving being like myself allowed you to do the egomaniatric gymnastics in their life, allowed you to, out of unconditional love, out of unconditional understanding, out of, and it does come with, toxicity, toxic surrenderance, right? Self-sacrifice, making sacrifices after sacrifices to love people from a genuine space. If you were ever able to affect the divine love chosen being on that level, it's because they let you. So don't ever get it fucked up thinking that you was once upon a time having some sort of control over their life, and once upon a time you was able to affect them this way or that way, or once upon a time your wicked intended magic worked on them. No, that's because they allowed you to. That's because they loved you so much that they allowed you to. They loved you so much they allowed you to expose how ugly your ego is, and still love you from a sacred, genuine space. Okay? Yeah. But whatever hierarchy or power dynamics or hierarchy dynamics you want to try to convince yourself of just because you're intimidated by the actual divine love chosen being and beings. Period. Yeah, folks wanted to come in, heavy with a whole lot of upset and anger, but it ain't work. Okay, now they want to come in with, surrendering, accepting your differences, and trying to make amends, which is cool. It's cool through honesty. I can respect somebody who is able to be honest. Like, yeah, I was really wilding. And I did this, I did that, thinking that. But I realized I was wilding, bada, bada, bada. Can you forgive me? That's genuine. That's genuine. I don't want to move like that no more. Can you forgive me? That's genuine. That's genuine. Depending on what it is, of course. If you don't cross, boundaries, and if you done made damages that are, especially in real life, that are real detrimental and untrustworthy, then, you know, that's a whole different story. Like with these karmic, blood family members and shit. That's a whole nother story, but yeah. Yeah. And folks can stay, as long as they in their ego, they can stay confused about your blessings. They can stay confused about your abundance, your will of fortune. As long as they're in their ego, whatever they gotta tell themselves. Last ones, and then I'm gonna finish this message. It's like, and what I mean by this energy, it's like it's one thing when you was just in your feelings and you was reacting and just reacting out of being in your feelings and was trying to hurt somebody's feelings because your feelings was hurt. That's one thing. It's another thing if you've been premeditating ways to betray somebody, premeditating ways to hurt somebody or break somebody's heart because you're just so persistent on tearing them down and you're so persistent on betraying them, and you think you can do this or do that or whatever the case may be to hurt them and to affect their lives and shit like that. you know I'm trying to think of examples without really bringing up too much karmic energy, but hopefully y'all can hear me, because listen, those who can't hear me because of the audio, y'all not meant to hear it right now, okay? But yeah, so but y'all know what I mean. Those pests in your life that aren't able to move from a genuine space, right? Consistently trying to betray you, right? Yeah, Six of Cups, Five of Swords energy. Yeah, these people from the past that was heavily in this Five of Swords energy. I'm finna text these motherfuckers because now they wildin'. yeah. We got the hermit at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. At the end of the day, if they can't surrender and fulfill the prophecy, then you don't got much for them. Period. I hope it helps out, but resonates. If it do, be sure to like the video, comment, and subscribe. If you need to find me anywhere, everything is in the description. Fulfill the prophecy and follow me. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.